the friends, for those who have been at the bedside, who have comforted our learners as they have toiled over several years. Most of all, gracious God, we thank Thee for we will have individuals who will go out into our communities and open the eyes of the blind, make the deaf to hear, and make the lame to walk. We thank Thee, gracious God, for their courage, for their determination, for their resilience, for their insights, for their connections, for their interpersonal behaviors. Most of all, for their love for humanity. We thank Thee. And as we celebrate this occasion, these accomplishments, let us again be reminded that we are created in Your image. In Your image we are created with the capacity to love, to care for each other, to respect each other, to be thoughtful, to be honest, and to be ethical in all our doings, to strive for excellence and leave no stone unturned so that we may be the best that we are at our art and our craft. Gracious God, as we bow before You today, give us Your love. Give us Your love. Give us Your love. Amen.
Thank you so much, Dr. McCoy. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cinnamon Bradley, and I'm the Co-Associate Dean of Student Affairs. On behalf of our President and Dean, our faculty, staff, and students, I would like to welcome you to Match Day for the amazing class of 2024. So what can I say about the class of 2024? They started their medical school journey just months after the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. In just 4 years, the world has changed so much, and they also have changed so much. However, despite any obstacles put in their way, they have persevered. They have survived, and they have thrived. Today, our fourth-year students will find out where they will train for the next 3 to 7 years. What we know is they will take their strong work ethic, compassion, and resilience with them. Those words really aptly describe our students. Strong work ethic, compassion, and resilience. This group is also inspiring and creative, as demonstrated by this awesome video that I'd like you to watch and enjoy.
I'm the future of medicine. Of course I'm going to be a successful Black female surgeon.
I'm the future of medicine. Of course my neuro exam's grossly normal.
I'm the future of medicine. Naturellement, parler créole.
I'm the future of medicine. Of course I'll be a double HBCU trained Black physician.
I'm the future of medicine. Of course I'm going to spend the rest of my career inspiring and mentoring other Black and queer youth to become doctors.
I'm the future of medicine. Of course I'm going to practice where people look like me.
I'm the future of medicine. Of course all these EKGs look like normal sinus rhythm to me. Ready for discharge.
I'm the future of medicine. Of course I'm dropping maternal mortality rates.
I'm the future of medicine. Of course I'm joining the 3% of Black anesthesiologists.
I'm the future of medicine. Of course my degree was sponsored by Zoom. Oh wait, is that muted?
Hold on one second. I'm the future of medicine. Of course family and friends call me about your weird health disorders. I'm sorry, you said what is bleeding? I'm the future of medicine. Of course I'm a leader.
You all are indeed the future of medicine. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Joseph A. Tyndall, Dean and Executive Vice President for Health Affairs here at the Morehouse School of Medicine. He's going to bring remarks about the significance of this day. Dean Tyndall.
Good morning, or actually it's good afternoon. Let's say it again. Good afternoon. It's wonderful to see all of you here today on this most auspicious occasion. And Dr. McCoy, thank you very much for that invocation. We really appreciate that. So I'm going to date myself a little bit, even though I know I look very young. 30 years ago on this day, I got to open a white envelope in Davidge Hall to figure out exactly where I was going to spend the next 3 years of my life training. And it was a moment that I think is reflected by the moments that I witnessed not too long ago among so many of you, as you too opened your envelopes to figure out where you were going to spend the next 3, 4, 5, 6, for some even 7, maybe 8 years of your life. And as I say to all of you, there are a few pivotal moments in your journey, and this is the most pivotal of that moment because you're recognizing where you're going to be spending a good bit of your next several years, training and learning and understanding how truly to deliver care. It is a special moment indeed for all of you. But I would remind you that it's not a journey that you've actually done alone. It's a journey, first of all, as I described before, that's a set path by God, but then supported by your loved ones, your family, those who are amongst you celebrating. Supported along the journey by those here at Morehouse School of Medicine, your forever family, who have supported you through this journey and have gotten you to this amazing point in your career. What I will say to you also is it's a time to be thankful. It's a time to be thankful for all of those things that I mentioned. But it's also a time for us to thank you because you entrusted your career in Morehouse School of Medicine. You understood what we could deliver. And you're here because you believed in what was possible. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for putting the effort into what you've done for all these years. And thank you for the accomplishments that you are about to make and for the journey that you're about to embark upon. This feeling that you have today, not very different than the feeling 30 years ago. And I want to say to all of you, congratulations. It's an incredible moment. You're enjoying it. You will continue to do so. And I know that in a few more months, you'll be walking across the stage, and I'll be handing you an official diploma and telling you, well done. So at this point, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you our president and CEO, our visionary, Dr. Valerie Montgomery Rice.
Good afternoon. 4:30 this morning, I wake up and my husband said, "Why are you waking up this early?" And I said, "Because this is my favorite day of the year. Match day is my favorite day. And it's my favorite day because this is the day that all those dreams come true." Now, graduation is fine, you know. We must go through that. But today is your day. This is the day that all the doubts are removed. This is the day that you get to share with those who have shepherded you over these last 20-some plus years. You get to share with them and show them what it's been about. This is the moment where you see that others saw what we at Morehouse School of Medicine saw in you. You remember, well, your entrance was a little different. You came in the middle of a pandemic. So you were a little different. You probably interviewed maybe through Zoom, or maybe your first couple of weeks were like through Zoom. You said, "Is there really even a building that we will have classes?" And you clearly did not see people's real face behind the mask until maybe about a year in. And you said, "Oh, that's what you really look like. I didn't know how you looked outside of Zoom." You came in, though, with the resilience and grit that you will need to take with you as you now move to this next phase of your career. You will be representing not just Morehouse School of Medicine, but you will be representing what the world needs. The world needs what we have poured into you over these last 4, and some people 4+ years. The world needs that. The world needs to understand what not just cultural care and competence looks like, but cultural humility. The world needs to know what excellence looks like, combined with cultural humility. The world needs to know that you are willing to listen to learn, that you are willing to ask that question based on who's sitting in front of me, what's possible. Some of you may have heard me say that at your white coat ceremony, when I was saying to you, that is a question that I ask whenever I'm sitting across from someone, because it forces me to put myself second and them first. It forces you to think beyond their chief complaint. It forces you to really think about their social circumstances and what's the real reason that they're there to see you for that day. And it allows you to bring forth all the things that you learned at the Morehouse School of Medicine that you didn't really find in a book, but you may have seen it on the wards when that patient was crying, even when you had given her good news, but she was still challenged because there was something else happening in her life that didn't allow for her to embrace that good news whole. Hopefully we've given you, in fact, I know we have, we've given you the tools to succeed. And what we ask you to do is to go forth and be those champions of not just health equity, but health justice. You're going to have to be those people who not just bring forth the right diagnosis, and the right resources to treat that disease, but also to help remove those systemic barriers that others feel that they don't have the opportunities or the strength to remove. You do, because of the letters behind your name, the responsibility that you've been afforded, but also the opportunity that you've been given. And I will leave you with these words of Martin Luther King. Every society has its protectors of status quo and its fraternities of the indifferent who are notorious for sleeping through revolutions. Today, our very survival depends on our ability to stay awake, to adjust to new ideas, to remain vigilant, and to face the challenge of change. Healthcare is undergoing change. We are the ones, you are the ones that we've been waiting for. You are the ones that we've been preparing to build this bridge between healthcare and health. Go forward and do what's expected of you. Congratulations, and thank you for choosing Morehouse School of Medicine.
Thank you, President Montgomery Rice. Always words of wisdom, but I also say words of impact every time. So I hope you enjoyed that. Now, it is not always that we have special guests at our match day. And so it is really a privilege to introduce our special guest here on this match day. So Antrell Tyson is a presidential appointee. He is the regional director of the Office of Region 4 of HHS. So that's the Department of Health and Human Services. In March 2022, he was appointed to that role to serve as in the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Region 4. And as a presidential appointee, he provides executive leadership in this region and covers numerous states in the Southeast area, including Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. Now, prior to the presidential appointment, he was here actually in Atlanta and served as a director of business services and policy for the City of Atlanta's Workforce Development Agency. And so he's been a friend not just of issues around health equity and impact and justice, but really has also been a friend of Morehouse School of Medicine. It's my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Antrell Tyson.
Thank you for that introduction, Dr. Tyndall, and thank you, Madam President, for your esteemed leadership at this very fine institution of higher learning. Thank you, Dr. Tyndall, for your leadership as the Dean of the School of Medicine, as Morehouse School of Medicine continues to have a significant impact on helping this administration and the Department of Health and Human Services advance the mission of pursuing innovation and educating the next generation of healthcare workers. Now, I know this is a very important day, and I'm quite jealous because I'm an attorney. We don't get this day. We graduate and they tell you good luck on the bar and send you on your way. But I don't want to take up too much more of your time. As Regional Director, I am honored to be here today to bring greetings on behalf of the Department of Health and Human Services to reaffirm the Biden administration's commitment to developing the next generation of healthcare workers. We are deeply committed to supporting and empowering the healthcare workforce of tomorrow, and we understand the vital role you all will play in ensuring the health and well-being of generations of Americans. That is why this administration is working tirelessly to provide you with the resources, training, and opportunities that you'll need to succeed in helping create a healthier America. That is why I'm joined today by my colleague, the Director of the Indian Health Services, Rosalind So, who can speak to the diversity of opportunities offered by HHS that can allow you to affect positive change throughout your careers. So before I pass it to her, I want to congratulate each and every one of you on this momentous occasion. Your dedication and hard work have brought you to this day, and the possibilities that lie ahead are endless. Thank you for choosing a career in healthcare, and thank you for your commitment to serving others. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. Wow, what an opportunity for me to be here with you. Again, thank you for that kind introduction. My name is Rosalind So. Yat she Rosalind So Yinsha. They shin in Schlons Anazo Bashichin. Oh, get that shit. Don't let's just on a nationale. I am a member and a citizen of the Navajo Nation. I just introduced myself by first acknowledging my mother and my father and my grandparents. Traditionally in the Navajo culture, that is how we understand and how we know each other across the Navajo clan system. So what a great opportunity, and congratulations in advance to all of the individuals. I want to be back in 3 years. I'll have a stand out here somewhere signing contracts with you, and all expense paid to Indian country for the work that we need to do to fill the needs that we have at the Indian Health Service. Indian Health Service is the 17th largest healthcare system across the nation. We operate working with 574 federally recognized tribes, over 600 facilities throughout Indian country, and we have tribes that represent about 30 in 37 states across the country. We also have urban healthcare facilities and 41 urban facilities that operate across as well. This morning I was reflecting on today, and I left the FEMA center this morning, the FEMA training center in Alabama this morning, and visited them, as I have a number of students that are over there. And I was thinking and reflecting, because as the pandemic came to us, I was a director out on the Navajo region. The Navajo area takes up about 3 states, Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. And we have the largest land base for the Navajo Nation. And as the pandemic came to us, of course, like many other healthcare systems, we were not prepared. We were not ready to take on that kind of situation. We were also a tribal system that was caught front and center, and very, very harsh that it came to us. Shortly after we heard about New York experience, Washington experience, we were probably one of the first tribes that experienced that. We lost over 2,000 tribal members as a result of the pandemic. And so as we started to evolve, we were really thinking about, what do we do? How do we do this? Trying to understand, as you can imagine, just the differences there, the language barriers that we had, the understanding of why people needed to wear masks, the understanding of why we needed to take into consideration all of these factors, plus also making sure, again, that our people on the Navajo reservation understood. I will say it was without a doubt that we have some of the best healthcare providers across Navajo country in this space, and across the Indian Health Service, that operate at the most remote locations, where many times the internet doesn't work. Many times we don't have the staffing that we need to fill those gaps in our healthcare facilities. Just about 2 months ago, I was visiting at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, where we just updated that healthcare system down there. And many of you know, if you know where the Grand Canyon is, there is no road in or out. The only way that we could get our supplies down there is either through a helicopter, and then those are just, as only helicopter can transport the equipment that needs to be down there. But we needed to do that as a result, again, of what we were learning at the pandemic, as a result of the pandemic, and as a result to need to make sure that even though we have the most remote locations, we want to make it the best place that our staff can work in. And then the other part of the Indian Health Service, which is just absolutely critical to me and everything that I do. I've been with the Indian Health Service for 40 years. I started when I was 12, in case you're trying to understand my age. And one of the great things about the Indian Health Service, from my perspective, is our mission statement, because we embrace the whole person. We're now hearing about social determinants of health and health justice and how those are becoming so critical in everything that we do every single day. But from the beginning of the Indian Health Service, we have brought in all of the whole person into our mission statement, which states in part that we address the physical, mental, social, and spiritual well-being of our people. And you can imagine working with over 500 tribes, that we're not all the same. We're very different. The traditions are very different. The food that we have traditionally are very different. The places we live are very different. But there are still stark challenges today, and that you will see as you start your next journey here, that you'll never have everything that you need in your healthcare facility. And you're going to have to adjust and make do with what you might have in the facilities that you're going to go into. We have on many of our reservations today no water and sewer systems, or inadequate water and sewer systems. We have inadequate road systems that allow us to better understand and to better be able to address the needs of our people out in Indian country. And moreover, we don't have the staff resources that we have. So it is an absolute privilege for me to be out here today to talk with you, to encourage you as you go through this next phase of your journey, to think about the Indian Health Service and what we can do and what you can do to help us raise the lives of the people that we serve every single day. And again, I want to close with you in this. It is not going to be simple. Some of the people that I've worked with during the pandemic and really starting to know our staff and understanding that the challenge that they had, I encourage you to take time to take care of yourself. This is something that in these challenging days that we have, we kind of just go and go and go, and that's not good either. Because the other part of what we're seeing and what you're going to hear about is the mental health challenges that we have across the country. Right now, today at the Indian Health Service, I have a 40% vacancy rate for mental health challenges. So as healthcare providers, there's sometimes where you need to do a handoff of a patient from your care to someone that's more specialized and able to address the healthcare needs of the person. And who is that person that you're going to hand off to? So how do we do that as we look forward together and try to make sure that we do everything we can and never forget. And never forget, in my case, every day that I do the work that I do, I have the face of my little 4-year-old granddaughter. I want her to be able to make the choices that she wants to make. I want her to be able to get the care that she needs, not just now, but as she grows into her life, as she moves forward. Again, I just want to encourage all of you, please think about the Indian Health Service as a career path as you move forward. I am more than happy to be able to give you information that allows you to do what you do. Finally, I will say, the partnerships that we have and that I'm striving for every single day, in part to be here today, is to raise the awareness of the communities that need the help that they need right now today. And so, one of the things that I am very, very proud of, despite the challenges that we had through the pandemic, despite all of the lack of resources and the lack of people and all of those that we had, Indian country today had the highest rates of vaccinations throughout the country. I remember being out in the Navajo area. I had vaccine the same day that the state of New York got it. So when we open these doors, when we're open to facing these challenges head on, we can make things happen. We can make things happen for our communities that need the resources that they need today. Yeah.
Thank you, Director, for those important reflections, and thank everybody who gave remarks today. We are ready to hear from our students with their match announcements. So we are starting with Karen Adams.
Good afternoon. Okay, sorry. Good afternoon, y'all. Hi, everybody. Sorry, I'm waiting for my mom and my best friend to get up here, so we're just gonna chill. I need to take my time, too, because I'm not gonna cry yet. I'm gonna take my time. Thank you. I look over to my right and I see Dr. Finley, Dr. Rita Finley, who's the first person to give me a chance and believe in me and know that I was gonna be a physician. And happy birthday and thank you, thank you. Oh, I'm so grateful. I really gotta calm myself down because this has been a journey. I've been told that I'm a ridiculous thinker my whole life. I wasn't supposed to apply to 15 colleges because I wasn't going to get into any of them, and I got into 13. I wasn't supposed to major in neuroscience and graduate in 4 years, and I did that. I wasn't supposed to be pre-med, and I'm here at Morehouse School of Medicine getting my MD. And I also really wasn't supposed to match in general surgery necessarily. It's not expected. I kind of came last minute with it, and I'm not the most competitive candidate, and that's always what I've been running with and been so scared of and been so nervous about what my future was gonna be. But I felt that in me. I felt a passion and excitement in the OR that I had never felt before, and when I was able to tell Dr. Sutton that a year ago, literally a year ago, and she said, "We about to do it. Let's do it, dog." And I'm here to tell you I'm about to be a surgeon. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Oh my gosh. I have to thank Dr. Finley, Dr. Shepard, Dr. Patrickson, Dr. Eatman, the first person who explained to me a laparoscopic procedure before, and I was impressed. My best friend here at Princeton, who's an attorney, and he spent time with me. My best friends, the internist and pediatrician, Marissa Jordan, and Colin James Cochran. I can't give them enough thanks and enough praise for how they carried me through my first 3-4 years. My people who are here with me today, Diamond Clark, Oyebola Oyewole, we done made it through, and it's been more than 4 years for us. It's been a challenge for us. We've been fighting through a lot of obstacles, a lot of hurdles, a lot of challenges, and a lot of people who told us we weren't gonna make it. And I'm just like, I get to tell you, just kidding, I did, you know? That's amazing work. I forgot, I'm supposed to be up here to tell you where I'm going. I'm going to Rutgers, Robert Wood Johnson in New Jersey. At a hospital where my grandmother worked for years before me, and I get to revisit that community and contribute in the same way she did. So I feel blessed. Thank you.
All right, getting this off to a great start. Next, we have Chiagozium Agu.
God is good. In all your ways, acknowledge him. and he will make straight your path. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I should say thank you to my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Sylvester Agu, my sisters, my girlfriend, my friends, my line brothers, mentors, faculty, staff. I'll be staying here at Morehouse School of Medicine. Thank you.
In internal medicine. Andrea Antoine.
So I'm going to stick to the script because I don't want to go off and then start talking forever. So first, I'd like to say thank you so much to all the faculty at Morehouse School of Medicine who helped nurture me along the way, especially my letter writers who all of my interviewers talked about them. I also want to say thank you to all my family members, my siblings, my friends for your support as well. I know you're all watching right now. Ooh, I said I was going to cry. I wish there was enough time to shout everyone out, but there are a few people on this stage that I have a little something to say about. So first, Amber, my best friend, my sister, you've been supporting me for 8 years through thick and thin. You're the person that reminds me that everything's okay when really everything's on fire. Our friendship has saved me in many ways, and thank you doesn't do it justice. So Alpha, my amazing boyfriend standing behind me, you're the one who helped me and helped me up every day and rubbed my back when I cried. You reminded me how much bigger I am than the imposter syndrome I felt, and for that, I am forever grateful. Your love for me has fueled me on countless days, and I couldn't ask for a better partner, and I love you, and thank you so much. Dad, I know you're watching right now, and I quite literally wouldn't be on the stage if you didn't take a leap of faith to come to this country. I know you're watching and couldn't be here today because you're working so hard for our family, but keep your hand on the plow because that's what you always told me. Thank you again for taking a leap of faith because I'll be the first surgeon and first doctor in our family. Last but not least, Dr. Castater to my left, you're the mentor I always aspired to be. You put my needs over your own sometimes, and I'll never forget the post-call day where you helped me make my rank list. You've opened doors and advocated for me like no other, and I'm just so glad that we have each other. So thankfully, my partner Alpha is willing to uproot and literally go wherever for residency. And they say everything is bigger in Texas, and I think it's a bit bigger because I'm going to Baylor College of Medicine in Houston, Texas. Yeah. Do we just walk off now? Okay.
All right, and you heard Andrea will be doing general surgery. Next, we have Tanusha Augustin.
So, which mic is it? Both? Okay. So first I want to say all glory be to God. Thank you to my Lord and Savior. Let's see. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Oh, yeah, you can. Okay. So first I want to say thank you to God for helping me through this path. And I want to say thank you to my dad and my older brother, Renell, and my sister-in-law, Crystal, who have been seeing me through this entire journey, giving me sage advice and encouragement. And I would also like to thank my fiance, Nathan, and my in-laws who have come into my life and supported me and loved me like their own. And last but not least, I would love to thank my mother, who isn't here in person, but is here with us in spirit. She has impacted my journey in healthcare in more ways than I can describe. And I know that she is smiling down on me right now. And I know that her smile is going to get even brighter as I say that I am going to be practicing family medicine at the University of Miami.
Next we have Alani Bex.
This one that works? Okay. God is good. And all the time. Amen. Okay. I'm going to start with first thanking people. First, I want to thank my family, my parents. As you all can see, I have a lot of sisters. So I grew up around women. That's a theme. I also want to thank Morehouse for just, giving me a chance to come to medical school, having a great opportunity to learn medicine with the patients of Atlanta. I also want to thank my letter writers, two who are here, Dr. McCoy and Dr. Geary. Thank you so much for your support throughout, just all these last 4 years. Also want to thank my crew, Nolan and Matt, because we've been rocking since first year. You guys helped me through a lot. And so I grew up around women. God saw fit for me to match into obstetrics and gynecology. And God saw fit for me to stay here, so I will be doing my residency at Emory University.
Next we have George Bashara.
So I actually have no idea where the heck I'll be for the next 4 years. So I'm just gonna open this up in front of y'all, and may God's will be done. All right, so I matched into PM&R at Broward Health Medical Center in Florida, near Miami. And I will be going to Kennestone for my transitional year. And I cannot be happier, thank God. Honestly, the verse that comes up to me is, if you have faith as a mustard seed to move a mountain from here to there, it will happen. And God moved this mountain of medical school from here to there, and he will do the same thing with residency for all of us. And all I can say is thank God, thank my family, thank my dad, thank my mom, thank my brother up here, and yes, thank God.
Thank you.
Next we have Dania Brewster.
Good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, I think so. I want to say congratulations to the class of 2024. Y'all, we did it. We made it. So shout out to everyone. First, I want to start off by thanking God, because medical school was a tough journey, but with my family and everybody, all my friends, I made it through. So I'm so thankful to have my family here today, and thank you for everyone who's tuning in and who has supported me throughout these 4 years. My village has truly been my rock over these past 4 years, so truly, truly thank you. I also have to say thank you to Jacob for being here throughout the 4 years. He has truly helped me through my darkest times, so thank you so much. I would also like to thank my mentors and my letter writers who have helped me along the way. Dr. Frank Jones, who is in the back, Dr. Nadine Fair, Dr. Candace White, Dr. Tobert, Dr. Levine, Dr. Singleton, sorry, there's a lot of people, Dr. Foss, Dr. Clemens, and if I miss anyone, thank you so much for everything. Morehouse has truly been an amazing experience. I have gained lifelong friends, so thank you so much. And now I'm gonna let my parents announce where I'll be going.
We are pleased to announce that she will be matching at
Emory.
All right!
Oh, I'm matching to pediatrics, sorry.
Next we'll have Kavon Bryan.
everyone. First, I want to say thank you to God for leading me here, leading me to Morehouse. Secondly, I want to say thank you to my beautiful wife for always being there, being supportive. Thank you to my parents here, mom and mom-in-law and pops-in-law. I want to say thank you to Dr. P. There was times when Dr. HC would have me stressing in second year. You know, I'm pretty sure we all had that feeling. And I would just go into Dr. P's office, Dr. Patterson, and I would just sit down and he would just know that I'm coming on Wednesday, and then we'll sit down and we'll just talk about what's going on. I want to say thank you to Dr. Finley for getting me into MSMS. She knew I could be a doctor before I knew I could be a doctor. Thank you to Morehouse for having me here. And I'll let my wife tell us where we're going.
Hi, everyone. I am so excited to announce that we are going to Walmack Medical Center in Fayetteville, North Carolina, where he matched internal medicine.
Next, we'll have Emily Bullington.
Hi, everybody. First, I just want to thank God, who has really blessed me tremendously on this journey. I also want to thank my parents and my brother and sister who are here with me today, who have really supported me this entire time. Sorry. I also want to thank my friends who are watching online, specifically my girls, Lori, Julia, and Beth, who have cheered me on this entire time and were with me when this was just a dream. Also to my letter writers, Dr. Sims, Dr. Levine, and Dr. Taylor, just thank you for believing in me and putting that belief into writing.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. Next, we'll have Diamond Clark.
Can y'all hear me? Hello? Okay. Hello, everyone. I just want to say thank you so much to my Morehouse School of Medicine family. You guys have made an incredible impact on my life, on my leadership skills, on my growth and development in medicine, and I am just undyingly, just so thankful. You guys are incredible staff, faculty, family, friends that I've met in Morehouse School of Medicine. I really want to say thank you. Special thank you to Dr. McCoy, wherever you at. I want to look at you, but hey, Dr. McCoy. Yeah, you were there for me when I failed exam after exam after exam, and you still played Ain't No Stopping It's Now. You know, remember that? He played that for me in his office, and that really speaks to the family environment of Morehouse School of Medicine. And if anybody else that y'all know is trying to go, make sure they make it here, because they're going to leave prepared, and I feel that way myself. So lastly, my interest is in family medicine. It has always been family medicine. It's definitely part of my personality. I'm a big nurturer. And then it developed into integrative medicine. And integrative medicine is more of like holistic medicine and treating the body more in the preventative mindset than anything else. So I want to announce that I will be matched into family medicine at HM Health Navicent Medical Center in Macon, Georgia.
Apparently needs no introduction. Matthew Clopton.
Good afternoon, everyone. Glad to see everybody here, and congrats to all of my classmates who were matching today. I want to start by first thanking God for giving me at a young age a passion for helping people and serving, and allowing me to pursue that through a career in medicine. Next, I want to thank my parents for their years, decades of sacrifice, and showing me, that they really, truly care about me and want the best for me, and also instilling in me the values of hard work and dedication and perseverance. Next, I want to thank all my family, my brothers, aunts, uncles, my grandma, for being so supportive throughout the years. Next, I want to thank my girlfriend, Alani. She's been amazing and so supportive. And I'm so glad we've been able to go on this journey together. Next, I want to thank all of my classmates who became my best friends. And, we spent so much time studying together. Nolan, B, Ed, we all spent countless hours at night studying. And we always were there to support each other. And lastly, I want to thank Morehouse School of Medicine for believing in me and giving me a chance, an opportunity, and always being there to pick me up whenever I was down or just needed some help. And so with no further ado, I will be going into internal medicine at Emory University School of Medicine.
Next, we have Aaron Collins.
Good afternoon. First, I want to say thank you to Morehouse for giving me a chance. And you hear me? You hear me now? This one? Oh, can you hear me? All right. First, I want to say thank you to Morehouse for giving me a chance, but most importantly, for surrounding me by a group of people who have made it impossible to fail. I want to say thank you to my family, my mom, dad, my siblings, my grandmother. Their love and support has been nothing but amazing. To my in-laws, especially my mother-in-law, thank you so much. But most of all, I want to thank the people on stage with me, my wife and my two little girls. You guys are my inspiration. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I'm proud to announce I'm matched into radiation oncology at Stanford.
Next, we have Fred Curry.
All right, so first and foremost, I want to thank God. Without him, none of this would have been possible. He keeps lighting the road, and I just had to walk it. Next, I want to thank my village of doctors, mentors. You keep showing me how I want to practice and aspire to be. To my friends that MSN brought me, Team Apollo, and No Child Left Behind. I can't wait for my kids to call y'all aunt and uncle. To my family, I want to thank you for all the love, support, encouragement, and money. Thanks, Dad. Now that I got a job, I'll still be in your pockets. To my sister, she couldn't be here today, but she's always set the bar extremely high. I've been chasing after her literally and figuratively since I was just the baby that she tried to bring to show. And if there's one person who single-handedly drugged me across this finish line, it's her. When I jokingly, not jokingly, enrolled in computer science classes just in case step 1, step 2 went badly. She told me that everything's gonna be okay. She's my greatest cheerleader. And she always told me a story about how God told her that I was destined for greatness the first time that she held me and I wouldn't open my eyes. So, Mom, this one's for you. And I just want you to tell them where we will be going for the next 4 years.
I'm so proud to announce that Trey will be going to Rutgers in New Jersey, specializing in anesthesiology.
Next, we have Symphony Davis.
Thank you, God. Okay, this is the mic that works. Okay. I feel so extremely blessed to have gone to Morehouse School of Medicine and to have learned with and from this group of people, especially through a pandemic. To all my friends that went through the trenches with me, which included crying at 4 a.m., pulling all-nighters, and during the worst of it, No Child Left Behind, second year, first semester finals when we had to sleep at the school. It was rough. Thank you to my letter writers and also Dr. Gonzaga and Dr. Crawford for being wonderful mentors. Thank you to my lovely family and amazing friends for coming all this way, and those who are watching me for their continual support even before medical school. This has been something that I've wanted to do since before I can remember, and so all of those times and tears, thank you for listening. You know, being 12 hours away from home, from the people that I call home, all the phone calls, the text messages, the handwritten letters, the surprise care packages I received got me through a lot. My hardest times and my brokest times. Hello? So without any of you, none of this would be possible. Good job. Okay. Matching to me means that all of the time, money, and sacrifice was worth it. And so regardless of what the envelope says, I now know that all of my dreams are possible. I'm excited to continue on this journey and see all of the blessings that God has in store for all of us. And so I will have my sister open up my envelope.
All right. And my sister, future perinatologist, Dr. Symphony Nicole Davis, has matched into, all right, okay, Barge Jewish Hospital, WashU.
Next, did you say? Okay. Next, we'll have Mackenzie Ellsbury.
I'd like to start by thanking my beautiful family making their way up here. They have been hugely supportive across this entire journey to becoming a doctor. Way back when, in 2017 or 2018, when I first told them that I wanted to become a doctor, they have been my rock throughout medical school. I also want to thank all of my friends and friends that I made in medical school. You guys have supported me in ways that you don't even quite know and helped me raise my game so much throughout medical school and just life, and just helped me mature as an individual. I also want to thank my amazing letter writers. I want to thank Dr. Redding. I want to thank Dr. Levine. You guys both really helped me get through, just making myself a more competitive applicant. And next, I am excited to announce that I am going back home to Detroit to be a pediatrician at Children's Hospital of Michigan.
All right, next we have Timitope Iluti Lo.
Hello, everyone. First, is it this one? Oh, it's the other one. Hello, everyone. First, I'd like to thank God first and foremost for just always keeping me just here and keeping me on track, even if I, didn't know what specifically His plan was for me. I'm forever grateful to my family and all of my loved ones for being with me. And I'm just so grateful to my parents and the sacrifices that they made for me, because I wouldn't be here without them. And so I'm grateful to my parents, my Aunt Lola, and their support. And I'm grateful to Ryan, my boyfriend, for always supporting me. All the away rotations, all the times that I had to travel and be in another city where I didn't know anybody, and sometimes I wanted to come home. My family was always here for me. My boyfriend was always here for me, and for that I'm grateful. I'm grateful to Morehouse for giving me the opportunity to become a physician and to give back to my communities around me, and for really taking the chance on me. I'm grateful to Mr. DeMaccardo for just always keeping us on track and keeping us organized. He does so much for Morehouse, and I just wanted him to know that we really appreciated him if he's here. And I'm really grateful to my letter writers for just writing some outstanding letters for me. That's all I heard about in my interview trail. I have no idea what they put in there, but they wrote some amazing things, and I'm really grateful to you guys. I hope I didn't forget anybody. But I'm happy to announce that I'll be staying in Atlanta, in my hometown, and I'll be matching into pediatrics at Emory University.
Amber Flowers.
All right. Give my mom a second to get on stage. All right. Okay, so I wanted to start off by my thank you by quoting Jeremiah 29. I feel like we all really relied on that scripture going through med school. For those who don't know, for I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not disaster, to give you a future and hope. At the very beginning of my medical school career, I had the stats that made people say, you'll never get into medical school. And I believed them, and I thought I really couldn't do it. But then I had some angels come speak to me, guide me, and give me confidence to not only apply and get into medical school, but finish and excel. These thank yous are for the following angels: Dr. Jordan, Dr. Bass, Dr. Elks, Dr. Khadijah Johnson, and Dr. Sutton for believing in me and giving me the confidence that I was able to apply and be a great medical student. Thank you to my letter writers, Dr. Sutton, Dr. B, Dr. Wise, Dr. Crawford, and Dr. Day. And I would not be here without my amazing friends, Team Apollo. Thank you for pushing me physically and reinforcing that we are stronger together and we go further together. No Child Left Behind, thank you for pushing me mentally and helping me see school and life from multiple perspectives. And thank you for my amazing village, those watching online right now, cheering me on. Squad, Anaya, Janae, I love you all so much. And I want to start with the Sims family. Thank you so much for being my home away from home on my breaks and showing me all the love possible. My sisters, Deanna, for helping me see the bigger picture when I was really struggling, and Horace for always adding fun. Ashley for helping me think more creatively and always trying her best to brighten my day. My brother, DJ, or David, for always keeping me on my toes and teaching me how to be a better big sister and even a better person. Miles, my fiance and best friend in the entire world, thank you for being the biggest light during my darkest moments on this journey. Every moment of despair and self-doubt, you were there for a hug and an encouraging word, and there's no way I could do this without you. And Mom, and then Aunt Joyce, thank you for being a woman of God and a soarer. that I can always lean on before life's biggest moments. And then Mom, thank you for being my biggest role model. A lot of people say, Amber, how can you do this? You push really hard. You're built different. And all I can say is it's because I have an amazing mother like you who has shown me what hard work looks like. So without further ado, I'll definitely have my mom read out where I'm going. I matched in internal medicine. And Mom, do you want to let them know where I'm going?
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. She's going to Emory.
All right, next we have Diana Guijaro Gaete.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm a little nervous, I'm sorry. As a first-generation Hispanic immigrant, I am proud to say that I made it. It has been a rough road, but I thank my family, friends, and all my mentors who supported me throughout this journey. Special thank you to my best friend, Jimena, who has been here during the roughest times and flew from LA to be with me during this special day. Friends that I made here in Atlanta and were my support system during these last 4-ish years. My 2 doctor friends who are watching me online, Fadi and Dinesh, you guys have made med school a memorable experience, and I'll go visit you guys in Miami soon. To my boyfriend who is watching me online too, thank you for being here for me since day one I started medical school. I lost count on the times you watched me cry and lifted me up when I doubted myself. And then I would like to say a few words to my parents and family who are watching me online in our native language. Mami y papi, ustedes han creído en mí en los momentos que más dudaba. Fueron mi más grande apoyo. Hoy les dedico este triunfo que sin ustedes no lo hubiera logrado. Sé cuánto sacrificio para venir a este país hicieron y poder darnos un futuro mejor. Espero que hoy hayan recibido parte de la recompensa a todo el sacrificio que hicieron. Gracias también a mi familia en Estados Unidos y Ecuador, que pase la distancia, siempre fueron testigos y se alegraron de cada uno de mis triunfos. Lastly, I want to thank Morehouse School of Medicine, who believed in me and gave me the opportunity to be where I am right now. I always told myself that I wanted to serve my community where they can see a doctor who looks and speaks like them. I am going back home to LA. I am excited that I matched into emergency medicine on my #1 program, Harbor, UCLA.
Next we have Tony Hansberry.
Good afternoon. Now, with my father being a pastor, I'm hoping that you all will be able to hear me. And I'm going to stand out here so you all can see this suit, too, because it was okay. I know God is irritated with me. What can I do next? What do you want next? He's taught me so much about myself through this process and this journey. I have learned whatever you ask for, he will give. So I've become very careful about what I ask for. And stepping into this next journey, I just said, you know, I want to be happy. I want to be content at what I'm doing. I want to help others, but I also want to be able to help myself. I want to be able to do something that I enjoy, and I want to be able to open persons' minds and allow them to see things differently. I, at 14 years old, developed a surgical stitching technique, and it drove me into this world of medicine that, being a first-generation medical student, I was unaware of. I didn't know what it came with. I saw the nice white coats, I saw the prestige, and I was in there ready. And sure enough, slapped down multiple times as I became more aware of what life was going to look like as a physician. I am thankful that God still saw fit to bless me with this opportunity, and I'm even thankful for the lives that I know he will allow me to touch. of course, my parents, they don't know how to even, I'm a whole different person now. I'm a whole different person, and I thank them most for growing with me, for allowing me to have my moments of doubt, and to learn how to love me in this process. And for that, I appreciate them. My brother, we grew up, and we're twins, if you couldn't tell. I always wanted to be a doctor. He's always wanted to be a lawyer. And so after almost 3 degrees now, he will be going to become a lawyer one day. And we inspire each other. And my sister, who's been a rock here while I've been in school and always willing to bring me a Sunday cooked meal so that I could study when I needed to. So without further ado, God has brought me to this moment, and he's allowed me to be excited as I go and work on the minds and the mental awareness of people across the world, honestly. But I'm excited to say that I'm matched into psychiatry. I am also a member of the United States Army, and I will be serving my 4 years in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Thank you. Next, we have Akira Harris.
Hey, everyone. First, I want to thank my village and my friends for always supporting me, and thank you for always listening to my weekly rants. Thanks to my mentors who placed my name in conversations where I hadn't been previously. So today I'll be saying yours. Thank you, Dr. White and Dr. Mao at Tougaloo College, and thank you, Dr. Haynes at UMC. Thank you to MSM faculty for their guidance and encouraging me when I needed them most. Dr. Patterson somewhere around here. Dr. Patterson, Dr. Wimes, Dr. Bradley, thank you. And special thanks to Mr. DeMarcado as well. Last but certainly not least, I want to thank God for everything else in between. So thank you. Oh, I let my mom do the rest.
I am happy to announce that Akira Harris will remain here at Morehouse School of Medicine and study in internal medicine.
All right. Next, we have Jacob Hicks.
All right, I've cried all my tears now, so this should be a little easier. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would just like to say that I've eagerly anticipated this moment my entire life. And honestly, through faith, persistence, and failure, but failure turned to success because, you know, God always gives us the opportunity to try again. And I'm so thankful for that. I'd have a lot of people to thank, so bear with me right now. First of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Bradley, one of my first attendants on internal medicine who poured into me so much. I thank you so much just for being there for me. I'd also like to thank Dr. Jordan for giving me a chance, Dr. Reynolds, Dr. Severa, my first mentor in medicine, rest in peace, Dr. Crawford, Dr. Cosby, Dr. Sharaf, Dr. Gary, Dr. Levine, Dr. Foss, Dr. Gibbs, all of my brothers in my chapter, Zatal, everybody in the Wilcox and Braswell family, and Coffee County in general. And lastly, I would like to thank everybody on stage here with me. My dad, my cousin, my sister, my mom who couldn't be here today. She's a breast cancer survivor and the strongest woman I know. And lastly, I'd like to thank Dania for being there with me in my highs and my lows and carrying me through medical school. I appreciate it. I'd like to thank everybody who prayed for me And I'd also like to thank God because through prayer, God can change anything. I'm going to let my family read where I'm going to be attending for my internal medicine residency.
We are proud to present that Jacob Hicks will be attending
Emory University.
Eternal Medicine.
Nicholas Holloway.
Oof, I'm nervous. I want to thank God for being up here today. I'm so happy just to be in this moment and to be here. To my older brother who held me down for years and supported me all the way from old days at Georgia State. To my single mother who provided for me for so long. My beautiful fiance. I want to thank my grandparents who are here in spirit, who I know, who are looking down at us and are so proud of the people that we've become. I didn't even care where I matched. I was just so happy that I got this letter in general. I knew that beginning from the COVID class, I knew I would be fine wherever I went. I'm proud to say I matched anesthesiology and I'm going to Medical College of Georgia. So thank you.
Next, we have Robert Hurt IV. Who may not have sent any pictures. Did you send pictures? I don't think you have a picture. It's all good. Okay.
Hey, friends. Not all of y'all know me because I started before quite a few of y'all, but I've prepared some words for y'all. I've had 4 days to process this unbelievable result, and it's still sinking in. It's amazing to me. I've spent 6 years working towards and dreaming for the moment I would find out that it's all been worth it, just like many of you. I've floated atop the highest peaks, and I've sank below the lowest valleys in my journey through school to get here today. And I'd like to thank my support network for making sure I could handle the marathon through these occurrences. I'd like to thank my wonderful wife, Raquel, my daughter, Loriana, my mom, my late father, my brothers who are here on stage with me, my in-laws, my grandparents, the conquistadors, you know who you are. You're watching, I know you are. All of my fantastic mentors at Morehouse and in the community, and to God Almighty above us. I'm ecstatic to announce that I will be starting psychiatry training with Gateway Behavioral Health in Savannah this summer, where I will hone my skills and my knowledge to best serve the needs of South and Central Georgia in my future practice in my hometown, Cordial, Georgia, as the town's first psychiatrist. And as a closing remark, if you're struggling with a mental health condition or challenge, just know that I, as well as my peers here and many others, stand with you. And there is no shame, but instead honor in asking for help, because the Lord knows I've had to ask for some help. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Samira Isabube.
Okay, family. Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay, great. So I'm very emotional right now, so I'm gonna try not to cry. But I wanna first and foremost start by thanking the people on stage with me right now. My parents, my mom and dad, who have supported me since birth. Ooh, obviously, my brother, and my sister, they've been my rock. Whenever I needed a movie night or anything, they've been there for me throughout this whole journey. And I also want to thank my boyfriend for your patience. It's not easy to be with someone in medical school, so I understand that.
And I also want to thank Morehouse. There was absolutely no other place I could have gone to medical school. I believe I was supposed to be at this school and meet the people I was supposed to meet. And this journey, I don't regret, or I appreciate every single aspect of this moment. So I'm very thankful to Morehouse School of Medicine and allowing me to grow to the person that I'm truly proud of to be today. So thank you for that experience. I want to thank all my mentors. There was a time from undergrad, I didn't know what I was doing. I had a mentor literally fall out of the sky and help me. Dr. Collins, Dr. K helped me apply to medical school when I honestly didn't believe it at the time. I also want to thank my letter writers, all the faculty who have supported me and allowed me to sit in their office and talk about even just gossip. So I appreciate you. I also want to thank the anesthesia pipeline program I was a part of. Also fell out of the sky. Dr. Aladade and Dr. Karlik, I really appreciate your help. I also want to thank all my family in Niger. If you're watching, I just want to say Matarengo. And then also I want to thank my friends who are on Zoom right now. I love y'all. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch me. I want to shout out all my classmates. We did it, we made it. And like y'all mentioned, COVID class, this was difficult, it was challenging, but we made it to the other side, so I'm so proud of everybody. I also want to thank my study group, No Child Left Behind. I love y'all. Literally, a random study group turned into family, and I could not be more grateful for having this group of people go through medical school with me. I would not be the person I am today. I would not have gotten to the place where I'm at now and had such the experience and the success that I have and had in medical school without my group. So I'm so eternally grateful for them. And so with that, I'll open up my letter, and I am matching into anesthesiology. Oh. Okay. And I am happy to announce that I will be attending Emory University. Yeah. We did it.
All right. Next, we have Jason Ayubebe. He'll tell me if I said it right.
Hey, well, I gotta pick this up. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Jason. Let's see. There you go. It's you.
That's me?
That's you.
Throwback picture. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jason. Wow, I had a speech right here, but looking at y'all, I can't even think about it anymore. But I'll be real. Monday was a real match day to me. This season was not looking good. I only had 5 interviews. Statistically, I'm not supposed to be here. All right? So, all I can say is I'm thankful to be here. I would like to thank my family, friends, faculty, and letter writers. Thank you, Dr. Cotton, Dr. Forbes, Dr. Goodchild, Dr. Prelo. Mr. Shaki Goodman, if you're watching this, I owe you a lot. Thank you for making my time at Columbus amazing. And I would also like to thank my mentor, Dr. Red. Lastly, I'd like to thank Morehouse. Truthfully, there are many times that I came up short, but y'all continue to believe in me when I didn't believe in myself. And y'all gave me that second chance and ultimately made me become the man that I am today. For the last 7 years, I've called Atlanta home. And for the next 4 years, I'll continue to still call Atlanta home. And that's because I'm matching in psychiatry at Morehouse School of Medicine.
All right. Congratulations. Next, we'll have Lauren Johnson.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I just want to start off by saying that I am so proud of this class. I was care committee chair for 4 years, and the things that you all have been through and were resilient through was so impressive and inspiring to me. And I just love each and every one of you like you're my own family. I have the most amazing support system. During these 4 years, my mom has hopped on countless flights at the drop of a hat because I call and I'm like, I can't breathe, I don't know what I'm doing. Come and help me. My dad has taken me on countless dinners every time he's been in Atlanta, despite how busy he is. My sister, my little sister, has always been checking on me, texting me, calling me, even though she's also about to graduate college and do her own big and bright things. She's always checked on her big sister. My boyfriend, Austin, who has been fighting this med school fight with me the past 4 years, the countless nights of no sleep, sometimes no food, don't do that. And just being there to support me. To Team Apollo, the people who my future children will call aunt and uncle, along with my sister, and when I'm in the OR, go say hi to them, let your mom have some peace. You all have made me so strong as a person. I'm wearing my Apple Watch right now because I get those notifications and I know it's time to get in the gym. And to my friends and family, so many of them that are here right now, so many of them that are watching online, who have supported me through this 25-year journey. Honestly, I've wanted to be a doctor since I was a small child. They've been there this entire journey and made time for me in the few times that I've been able to come home. I love you all so much, and I found a program that screamed, Lauren Johnson, you belong here, and I know that they will help me achieve my dream of becoming a pediatric surgeon and becoming a leader in my community that I can be proud of and that represents Morehouse School of Medicine really well. So I'm gonna let my mom announce where I'll be spending the next, really 7 years.
I am proud to announce that Lauren A. Johnson matched in general surgery to LSU School of Medicine, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Thank you. Next, we have Bridget Kiyoko.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to say that I thank God, who's been my rock and my salvation. He's ordered my footsteps. It's not been an easy journey, but he's always been there for me. Next, I want to thank my family, my dad who's watching online, my mom who's here. She's been very supportive. My sister is here. My brother-in-law was helping me check all my writings, make sure that everything's good. My brother also, my nephew, they're so little, but they've been very supportive, and also my niece. Next, I want to thank my friends, Benit, hopefully she's watching somewhere. Nishon was right here. She's doing MD, PhD at Emory, and she took her time to come here and support me as well. So thank you. Nishon's aunt, who's now become my aunt, thank you so much. Next, I want to thank my pastors, Pastor Joe, Pastor Giseli. There are so many, but they've always been there for me, praying and encouraging me. Next, last not least, I want to thank my professors and faculty. Dr. Patrickson, I've walked into your office and came out, encouraged and feeling like I can do this. Thank you so much. Dr. Levine, thank you for your patience with me. Dr. Lapu, Dr. Crawford, Miss Eleanor Gentos, you were very kind to me when I was going through a very difficult time in my life, so thank you. And Miss Kirsten Stewart, thank you so much. I'm excited to announce that I matched into pediatrics going to Advocate Healthcare in Chicago, Illinois.
Great. Next, we have Anastasia Kalusek. Kalusik.
Hi, everyone. I am so happy to be up here today.
I want to start by thanking Morehouse for taking a chance on me and giving me the opportunity to become a doctor. I want to thank my amazing husband who encouraged me to apply to medical school in the first place and has been my unwavering support system every single day since then. I want to thank my amazing parents who are up here with me, who have sacrificed so much and worked so hard and always supported me. And my brother, and my brother Samuel, my sister Bridget, and my sister Helen. You guys are my best friends. I know that I can always come to you no matter how hard the day has been, how big the success is, and I want to thank you for that. And to my wonderful son, Mazi, thank you so much for being patient with your mom. And
Then I use the microphone, please.
and with that, I'm gonna let my little sister announce where I'm gonna be spending the next 3 years.
Anna will be spending the next 3 years at Emory University in internal medicine.
Next, we have Rashid Logan.
God is so good. You guys have no idea the journey that I was on before, I guess, reaching here. I've had so many highs, so many lows, but I have to just say thank you, Lord, for bestowing me with the gifts that I can be here in this moment. A massive thank you to the individuals on the stage with me. I have my parents, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister. You guys don't know how much they have fed me, clothed me, housed me. It's insane. And I just want to say thank you all for supporting me on this journey. You have no idea how much your love and support mean to me. So with that being said, actually one last thing. I'm going to thank my letter writers, Dr. Sutton, Dr. Stewart, Dr. Johnson, Dr. Alfred. You guys wrote me some amazing letters, so I've heard. Wasn't able to read them myself, but I believe it. And with that being said, I would love to announce that I'm taking my talents to New York City to train to be a general surgeon at Icahn School of Medicine, Mount Sinai. Thank you.
Jamie Magnon.
Okay, it is truly a blessing and a privilege to be among you and share this spectacular moment. And I've really felt this way since the first time I met a lot of you at Entra and our first Zoom class and BP1. I want to thank Morehouse for really taking a chance on me and believing in me and helping me believe in myself. And I also want to thank my letter writers, Dr. Merritt, Dr. Crawford, and Dr. Hamilton. But most importantly, I want to thank my parents because they have been essential. I don't know if I'd be in this place right now if it wasn't for them pushing me and believing in me. They're truly like my headwind to my sails. I owe them everything. I don't know if I can really, I don't know if there are words to describe it, but thank you both, really. And my mom, she just shared a story with me. Apparently this was the first time I thought about being a doctor. I want to share with you all. I guess I had some rash, and turns out she told me it was pityriasis rosea, and I was 7 years old. I didn't know what that was, but I ended up Googling it, and I told her that I wanted to be a doctor. And if you ask me now, I couldn't tell you what that is, which lets you know, I'm not going into peds. You can ask one of our amazing, Emory peds residents what that is, and they can let you know, maybe. But I'm here to let you all know that I'm going to internal medicine, and I'll be doing that up north at UConn. So, I'm gonna be a Husky.
Next, we have Nicholas Martin.
Good afternoon, everybody. So first of all, this is crazy just being up here, just taking it in. First of all, I wanted to thank God for even having the opportunity to just be here. Can you guys hear me? I wanted to thank God for giving me the opportunity to be a medical student that can pursue surgery, but I also wanted to thank God for showing me such grace and mercy in a period where I really was low, in periods where I was not perfect, and he provided me with angels like you all to keep me uplifted. I also want to touch on my letter writers, Dr. Sutton somewhere around here, but Dr. Sutton was critical to my, yes, there she is, thank you so much. Dr. Henry, Dr. Price, Dr. Upchurch, Dr. Thomas Reed from the University of Florida, and then Dr. Frank Jones, the good bros, for helping me get to where I am through Uplift and mentorship. So I really appreciate that. I have to take a very special moment to also say thank you to my family at Boulder Crest Church of Christ and my beautiful mother, my beautiful father as well, who have taught me the definition of hard work, sacrifice, integrity, and just being persistent. And I really appreciate that. And I hope I can give that back to you in a fraction one day. My auntie Francine for always calling and checking in on me, and my sister for being my right hand, my go-to, because I would not be who I was without a solid back, you understand me? And then another honorable mention, of course, would be my love, Lindsay, who couldn't be here today because she's handling business for PA school, but she has been rock solid from day one, before I had something, during my struggle, and after, so I forever am grateful for her. Without further ado, also, the Beta Zeta chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated was critical to this as well, so I have to mention them. And I'll let my beautiful mother read where I'll be going to general surgery to practice.
I'm Shorty. Good afternoon, everybody. We're very proud of all of you here, and we're thankful to God that He's allowed you all to make it this far. And we're very proud of our son, who used to experiment with my perfume every morning. This is going to make up for all of that, my good perfume, by the way. But we now are going to announce where he has been given the opportunity to serve. Nicholas has chosen general surgery, and he will serve at the University of South Florida in Tampa.
All right, we have Ire Oluwa Mobalaji.
Yeah, it's been crazy. First, got to thank God, of course. These past 4 years have been crazy, and even specifically for me, these past 4 weeks have been crazy, just trying to figure out what's going on, get my life in order, but He always has a plan, so I'm thanking Him. And next, I'll thank my family, all my family all around the world, Nigeria, London, wherever they are in the U.S., and specifically these two women right here. First, Ibuku, my oldest sister, giving me a place to stay for these 4 years, always cooking for me, always coming through. Really appreciate it. And my mom, hardest working person I know, literally just came from doing the physical exam check for family medicine. So thank you, hardest working people I know, and they really blessed me and gave me the opportunity to keep pushing. Thankful to the class. We all did this together. Couldn't have been here without any of you guys. You guys are all wonderful, and I'm really excited to see what we all do because we all have greatness in us. Lastly, I want to thank my letter writers, Dr. Newman Casey out in University of Michigan, Dr. Blake here at Morehouse School of Medicine, and Dr. Okoli also at Morehouse School of Medicine. And think with that being said, I'd like to announce that I am matching a prelim year of internal medicine at Meharry in Nashville.
Banafsha Nazari.
I'm so thankful to be here today. First of all, I want to thank my mother. She was the reason that I decided to study medicine. She was the reason that I decided to study medicine, and her love has been a constant source of inspiration during difficult time. And I believe that she has been watching over me from above. My father, who gave me the courage to dream big and believe that I can achieve anything if I work hard. My sister, who is here with me on the stage, she's my best friend, and she has been on my side from throughout life, like all the time during the medical school journey as well. And also my family, who have done everything they could to support me from day one. I also want to thank amazing staff and faculties at Morehouse, especially my amazing letter writers, Dr. Crawford, Dr. Smith, Dr. Bradley, that has been doing everything in her power to make sure that we all are going to succeed. And most importantly, Dr. Elks. She is not only an amazing letter writer, she has been by my side whenever I was in trouble. And she's not my mentor or advisor, she's my role model, and I hope to follow her and look up. I constantly look up to her on a daily basis. I'm going to practice internal medicine at the University of Pittsburgh, UPMC Mercy.
Next we have Jimmy Wynn.
Don't mind the heartbeat, it's a little beating. I'm not really one for big speeches, but I wanted to thank my friends and family who got me to where I am today. I especially want to thank my parents, whose hard work and sacrifice allowed me to accomplish my American dream. I'll get yelled at home, but I need to shout out my sister, Jenny, who couldn't be here today. So she made sure to tell me, make sure you call my name. So Jenny, if you're watching, you're welcome. And last but not least, I wanted to thank the people of Morehouse who made this journey worth it. I wouldn't have done it anywhere else, and you guys made this journey so much better. I'm proud to call you both my friends and the future doctors of America. And without further ado, I'd like to announce that I will be completing my internal medicine residency at Morehouse School of Medicine. Back to Atlanta.
All right, Conrad Jamfa.
First of all, I want to thank God for answering my prayers and putting me in a position to speak to you guys all today. Thank you to my mom and dad, my brothers, Michael and Alan, for supporting me over the years through medical school and through undergrad. I truly couldn't have done it without y'all, so thank you. Thank you to my Atlanta family, my home away from home, behind me here, Uncle Paul, and Babe right here. You guys made me forget that I was going to school so far away from home. If I ever needed anyone to talk to, somewhere to sleep, some food, trays and trays of food. Thank you guys so much. And Jazz, Uncle Justin, all my cousins. Thank you to the rest of my aunties, uncles, and cousins, along with the rest of my family across the globe. This is for all of us. Thank you to all my homies for keeping me motivated and just being there when I needed y'all. I also want to thank my letter writers, Dr. Crawford, Dr. Cosby, Dr. Henn, Dr. Lindsay, and all of my other mentors over the years from undergrad to medical school. And shout out to all you guys, all my amazing classmates for always pushing me, keeping me motivated, holding me accountable. You guys are all amazing. I've learned something from each and every one of y'all. And I definitely could have done it without y'all. So congrats to us. And I matched emergency medicine at St. Agnes Medical Center in California.
All right. Uchechi Ohanu.
Hey everyone. So I just want to thank everyone who was a part of this crazy ride that led me to Match Day. I first want to thank God for his grace, kindness, and unconditional love. He's been fighting for me since day one. My family and friends, especially my parents who sacrificed so much. Can't wait to spoil you guys. And then my other family, my sister, she's a doctor. She's paved the way for me since the beginning. And then my other siblings and friends in this audience. Your support has been my rock through the highs and lows, and it's been really low, and I couldn't have made it without your belief and support in me. Thanks for staying by my side and keeping me sane as I drove y'all crazy. To the faculty, Dr. Bradley, Dr. Levine, Dr. Sharoff, Dr. Cosby, Dr. Satchel, Dr. Crawford, Dr. Johnson, Mr. DeMercado, and Ms. Durham Walker, you guys have really transcended the expectations of your designated roles and positions. Thanks for loving medical students. And don't get me wrong, I love Six Flags, but this roller coaster definitely was a little too much sometimes. But it was filled with late nights, tough exams, moments of doubts. But cliche, every struggle did serve a purpose. This class is so special, and I'm lucky to be in Mamba class of 24. You know, the blessed classes are always divisible by 4. And for, as we stand on the stage of this new chapter, we don't know what the future holds, but one thing's for sure, we've come out stronger, wiser, more capable, and confident. And for everybody who wants to know what would happen if we didn't win, I guess we'll never know. So thank you all for being a part of my story. The movie was great, and we still got the finale coming up in May. But for now, let's enjoy this moment. Thank you. Oh, yes. And I matched into my first choice at UT at Houston for pediatrics. Chidi Ojukwu.
Hi, my name's Chidi Ojukwu, and when I was 13, I decided I was going to be an anesthesiologist. So just to thank my mighty God, who walked right by my side, who promised to be my guide, I never had to worry, I never had to fret because he was good. And to Morehouse School of Medicine, thank you for molding me into the physician that will honor this mission. For my loving family, thank you for the everlasting emotional, spiritual, and financial support for this dream. And to all my friends, thank you for showing me that I can indeed work hard and play hard. And to my letter writers, my mentors, and all of my educators, thank you for acknowledging my drive and saying my names in rooms that I was never in. And to my classmates, congratulations to the class of 2024. We did that. Thanks. My name is Chidi Ojukwu, and I will be completing anesthesiology residency at Emory School of Medicine.
Do you not have a picture? No picture. Okay, I'll call her. I was looking for a picture, but I'll call. So next we have Hui Jean Uy.
Right. Hi, everyone. Today, as we celebrate Match Day, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all the faculty and staff at Morehouse for always believing me and helping me achieve success throughout my medical school journey. I also want to thank my family, my mom, dad, my sisters who couldn't be here today, but I know they're watching. My friends and my rock, Alex, for always supporting me and giving me love. Congratulations to all of my classmates on matching. I am confident that we will do great things in the future. So for residency, I will be doing my internal medicine residency at Emory University.
Okay, next we have Oyebola Oyewole.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No.
No. Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm gonna try not to cry, so just hold on to this. I'm gonna try not to cry, but we'll listen to this. Just want to start with the verse, Micah 7:7. But as for me, I will look to the Lord. I will wait for the God of my salvation. My God will hear me. It has been a 7-year journey for me, but I'm here. And I wouldn't have made it without my village, my massive village. And I first want to start with thanking Morehouse. Just like Terrence said before, they were the first people to give me a chance. I want to thank Dr. Finley, who is here on her birthday to celebrate her baby's matching and crossing over to the other side. And I want to thank my letter writers, Dr. Levine, Dr. Redding, Dr. Angela Butler-Rice, Dr. Crawford. I want to thank Dr. Bradley for her immense support. And I also want to thank Mr. DeMarcardo. When I say that man had made sure I made everything I needed to do to get to this point, I cannot thank you enough, Mr. DeMarcardo. And I also want to thank my friends who went through this journey with me, Donald White, Lariah Thornton, Diamond Clark, Taryn Adams, and Najwa, for being my support throughout all my ups and downs. I also want to thank Stephanie, Cam, and Taj for being the ultimate support team. That is like my control central. They've already made it past through, but they wanted to make sure that I made it through as well, and I cannot thank them enough. And finally, to my village that's watching online, to Lalati, Kim, Maya, Gyps, and Mini Gyps, and my grandmothers who are up above who made sure that I made it possible. I just want to thank them. And to my family standing on the stage, my mom, my dad, my little sister, and my big sister and my niece, I just want to thank them so much for supporting me and making sure that I got here. We made it, we did it, and we're going to be practicing pediatrics at Kaiser, Northern California in Oakland.
Brittany Pitter.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations to everyone here. I want to thank God for bringing me through, my family, especially my mom, who's right here beside me, my best friend, Sandra, who's also right here, friends, church family, mentors, and everyone else who supported me through this journey. I matched in internal medicine for a prelim year at Morehouse.
Nia Placide Harper.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My heart is racing. So first, like everyone said, I want to thank God for keeping me throughout this medical school journey. It's been a long journey, it's been a rough journey, but through him, we were able to complete this. Next, I would like to thank the people on stage. I'll start off with my husband. I'd like to thank, sorry, I lost my place. All right. Thank you to my husband for riding through this journey of medicine with me. You've been on this journey with me for 12 years. Thank you for being my shoulder to cry on and wiping my tears. Thank you for your flexibility and support, and thank you for always pushing me to be my best self and reminding me of my greatness. Next, I'd like to thank my parents. Thank you for your sacrifice. Sorry, I lost my place again. Thank you for all of your sacrifice. I don't have to read it. Thank you guys for sacrificing for me. I truly wouldn't be who I was if it wasn't for all your sacrifice and all your love and your support. Next, I'd like to thank my family and my friends and my line sisters for always supporting me and uplifting me throughout this journey. Finally, I would like to thank the Morehouse School of Medicine for allowing me the opportunity to train here. Thank you to Dr. Archie Booker for introducing me to Morehouse School of Medicine, and thank you to all the faculty and staff for continuously pouring into us. Thank you to my letter writers, Dr. Redding, Dr. Smith, Dr. Bradley, Dr. Crawford. Thank you to Dr. Crawford and Dr. Frank Jones for helping me throughout this application process and allowing me to call you at any time of the day or night. Thank you to my line sister, Dr. Ayana Herbert, as well, for helping me through this application process. I would like to announce that I matched internal medicine in Morehouse School of Medicine.
Margot Powell.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I don't know which mic is. God is good? Okay. Whew, I'm overwhelmed. As everyone did, I want to start by thanking Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, for being such a great friend, for being my shepherd. I want to thank God, my Father in heaven. I'm going to try to hold my tears, y'all. I'm going to try. God, my Father in heaven, for his mercy and his grace, his omnipotence. Just so thankful for all of those each day. These people here on stage with me have been there for me since before medical school was even a reality. My family, they've helped shape me into the woman that I am today and have just supported me in innumerable ways. I don't have enough words to thank them. I also want to thank my other family members who are watching online right now, my friends, my line sisters, the beautiful support system I have within Alpha Chapter. The support and encouragement I've received, I always say that's one of my favorite blessings from God. It's just really overflowed over these 4 years, and I really could not have done it without them. I also want to thank my letter writers who believed in me, who pushed me to learn and to grow. Dr. Shanita Johnson, Dr. Stewart, Dr. Alford, Dr. Coley, Dr. Johnny, and Dr. Redding. Thank you all so much. I wouldn't have been here without you all today, so thank you. Also to all of my other mentors who have poured into me throughout the years of undergrad and this journey and figuring out I wanted to do general surgery and helping me through that process. I also want to thank Morehouse School of Medicine and all of their amazing faculty and staff and my classmates who have, again, just been an amazing system of support over these last 4 years. So I'm very excited to announce, very blessed to announce rather, I will be going to NYU to practice general surgery.
All right, next we have Sonia Randolph.
Hello, everyone. Whew. So first, I would like to thank the Lord for bringing me through this journey and answering all of my prayers. I would like to thank my family, who have supported me every single step of the way and been there through every joy and every single tear. To my heroes, my mom and my dad who has taught me to love the Lord and given me his scientific mind, my mom who sparked my passion for helping the youth and given me her strong drive, my twin sister, Sabrina, my very, very best friend who I looked up to in every single way, and I couldn't have done any of this without your support. To my big brother, Richard, who I know will be watching, I look up to you so much, and I love you dearly, big bro. To my sister-in-law, I love you. Thank you for being so supportive through this journey and through everything. To my big brother Bryce and my grandparents who are watching from heaven, I love you so much. And to my nephew and my godmom, I love you. To my extended family, I also love you and thank you for your support. I'm so thankful to the School of Medicine family for giving me a chance. I love this school so much, and I have enjoyed this past 4 years. I have definitely enjoyed being SGA president this year, and it has afforded me to meet so many great faculty and staff members. To all of my friends who have become family here, I love you. Thank you for supporting me. Couple more thank yous, y'all, sorry. Thank you to my mentors, Dr. Jones and Dr. Bussy Jones, Dr. Garden, Dr. Chen and Dr. Beecher, my letter writers, Dr. Singleton, Dr. Levine in pediatrics, and Dr. Sims in internal medicine. To the faculty who have been very supportive, Dr. Redding, Dr. Abraham, Dr. Montgomery Rice, Dean Tyndall, Dean Bradley, Ms. Baker, Ms. Germay, Dr. Johnson, thank you all for everything, so many more. So I'm gonna let my father and my family, whoever wants to, say where I am going.
Sonia has been matched at her #1 choice in pediatrics at Emory University.
Next, we have Jessica Robinson.
Wow, wow, wow. It's a lot of people out there. Oh my goodness. Whew. Hey y'all, class of 2024. I am so proud of you guys. Very, very proud of you guys. The journey to this exact moment has been anything but easy. One verse that I've kept in mind over the last couple of years: and whatever you do, whether in word or in deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I wake up every morning just hoping that I am doing that and giving God glory through everything that I do. The journey to this exact moment has not been easy, but God has been gracious and faithful to see that I stand here today. Right now, I think my heart is just filled with so much gratitude, and so I guess that's what I'll spend the next couple of seconds, minutes doing, just thanking people. I want to thank God for allowing me to be here. I want to thank my parents, Scott and Felicia, my #1 partner in crime, my brother Scott, and his fiancée Lexi, just for being supportive of me during my time in medical school, my grandparents, Barbara and Odell, my late grandma, Dolores Gaston, all of my aunties and uncles and my cousins. Thank you all for supporting me throughout my journey. Leaving home to reach my goals was very unexpected, but I'm grateful that you all have supported me without end. There are so many people that I want to thank, but because of time constraints, I'll just list the names. Dr. Richard Gumina, Dr. Ramon Covarrubias, thank you for your leadership, your mentorship, and your true friendship. Dr. Anthony Nweke, thank you for your never-ending support and always believing in my potential. Dr. Jamie McKinney, Dr. Patricia Whitman, the Denemis program at Norfolk State University, Dr. Rita Finley, happy birthday girl, and the entire MSMS faculty here at Morehouse School of Medicine. Thank you so much for my start here in medicine. My MSMS faculty advisor, Dr. Karen Russell Randall, all of the faculty and staff of Morehouse School of Medicine. I wish I could thank you all individually, but I'm grateful for you. My community health mentors, Dr. Jamie Hopkins and Dr. Virginia Floyd, and my entire learning community. The Gamma Nu, Theta Eta Sigma, and Delta Omicron Sigma chapters of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. Each and every friend who has stood by me, stood in my corner, both past and present over the last couple of years. You all have been very instrumental, and I don't know where I would have been without you guys. All of my mentees who have inspired me to keep going, I love you guys. My letter writers, Dr. David Levine, Dr. Quentin Smith, Dr. Edward Hamilton, Dr. Isaiah Ray Spate, my therapist, Victoria, and my pastors, Pastor Ken Watson, Pastor Andrew Moman, and Pastor Kendra Moman for praying over me over the last couple of years. And a last thank you to all of the pediatricians who have played a role in my life, especially my pediatrician, Dr. Patricia Tonkowitz. And now, I'm gonna let Mom open my letter and tell you guys where I'm going. By the way, I matched pediatrics. should have made it easier.
My daughter, our daughter, Jessica Adriana Robinson, matched her first choice in pediatrics at the University of Alabama Medical Center, Birmingham.
Next, we have Mariah Roll.
Hi, everyone. Hello? Can y'all hear me? Oh, I thought this one that didn't work. Is it on? Hello again, everyone. First and foremost, I have to say thank you to the Most High, Yahuwah. Thank you to my parents for birthing greatness and supporting me every step of the way. Thank you to every family member, every friend, every classmate. Thank you to Dr. Herbert Carter for being with me through the trials and tribulations of step 1. Thank you to Dr. Bradley for never letting me lose hope along the way. To Dr. Crawford for reminding me where wisdom lives. To Mr. DeMarcado for literally everything. And last but certainly not least, thank you to Dr. Priscilla Oliver of Pause Partnerships for being my mentor and helping me get to this place before any of you knew who I was. I would not be here without any of you, and I'm so grateful to be standing here before you on this day. And to this institution, you molded me into the professional who I am today. And I'm so excited to continue my learning with such an esteemed group of Black physicians, namely Dr. Kelsey. I will be practicing in the specialty of family medicine here at Morehouse School of Medicine.
Congratulations. Next, we have Manita Singh.
Hi, everyone. I'm waiting for my parents. I want to start off by saying thank you to Morehouse for taking a chance on me and accepting me off the wait list literally 3 days before orientation. Thank you for giving me the chance to be the first doctor in my family. I'm so, so grateful. I want to thank my support system in medical school. I want to thank my parents who are here with me today. I want to thank my younger brother, Mohit, who, despite not being in medicine, have made every effort to understand this crazy ride that is medical school. I'm so, so grateful, so thank you. I want to thank my extended family back in India, and I want to thank my 3 grandparents up in heaven. Thank you for watching over me and believing in me and this dream that I had. I want to thank my friends, my support system, Vanya, Ali, Christine, Yasha, and Caroline. Thank you for giving me pep talks when I needed it. Thank you for believing in me and always just telling me that I could do it, even when I believed I couldn't. I want to thank my letter writers, Dr. Simmons, Dr. Levine, Dr. Cunningham, Dr. St. Louis, and Dr. Matthews. Thank you for writing me incredible letters. I know they were really good because throughout the interview season, people said they were, so thank you so much. When I was 16, I learned about the high maternal mortality rates here in Georgia, and I said I was going to be an OBGYN to combat that. And I'm really proud to announce that this journey has come full circle. I will be staying here in Atlanta and doing my OBGYN residency at the Morehouse School of Medicine. Thank you.
Yassine So.
Hello, hello. Oh, this one? Okay. Hello, hello. Thank you so much. What a beautiful journey. Thank you, God. Thank you, Allah. Thank you, Morehouse School of Medicine, for giving me a chance and an amazing opportunity to pursue my dreams and to learn from the best. I've gained incredible mentors while I'm here. Dr. Angela Wimes, thank you so much for always cheering me on and always thinking of me. Dr. Amale, Dr. Irvin for challenging me to think about ways to grow and improve systems. Thank you to my mentors in dermatology, Dr. Ornstein, Dr. Elam, Dr. Krieger, Dr. Susan Taylor, Dr. Agunle, Dr. Micheletti, and Andrea from L'Oreal. Thank you to my 2 siblings who have motivate me to do better every day. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for making me laugh and reassuring me. Finally, thank you to my mother, who I'm so blessed to have. I couldn't do this without you. You saved my life, supported me throughout this entire process. And although my dad couldn't be here today, I know I'm standing here due to his grace, protection, and love. I know he is watching down and looking over me with pride. So with that, I'll let my mom announce where I'm going to become a dermatologist.
Our family is extremely, extremely proud to announce that Yassine matched into dermatology at the University of California in San Francisco.
Congratulations. Next, we have Lariah Thornton.
I'll take the mic like everybody else. Boy, has it been a journey. I started life as a premature baby, weighing less than 2 pounds. When people told my mother, or doctors told my mother that I would not make it, but I'm here before you today to say that that's not true, of course. I've beat the odds so many times. Like I said, from being born premature to being told that I wouldn't even be able to be here today. A lot of my classmates have spoke to this. 5-year undergrad, 5 years of medical school. I was told that I wouldn't be able to be a doctor. How can you do this with children? I have my 8-year-old here and my 12-year-old here who have been on this journey with me since the beginning. And it's been one ride, if they could tell you the least. I do want to give thanks to many people, actually, one being Dr. McCoy. I really, really, really appreciate you, Dr. McCoy. I met Dr. McCoy through my mom when she was a nurse at Grady. And he kind of took my hand and walked me along this journey, day in and day out, constantly calling me to check on me and make sure that everything is okay. Dr. Sutton, I don't know where Dr. Sutton is, but I definitely have to shout you out because you have a very special place in my heart from just a short time ago. I spoke with you about a year ago when I actually decided that I wanted to go into obstetrics and gynecology, which is a very competitive specialty and one that I didn't think that I could match into with my own stats and the things that I've been through. But she definitely took my hand and I had a conversation with her through Zoom, and she just told me, like, you can do this. I told her my story, how many times I had to take the MCAT, how step studying was going, just how medical school was going because I am a 5-year graduate. And a lot of people will dual apply into OBGYN because it's so competitive. But I refused to do that because I knew deep down that this is what I was destined to do. This is what I was supposed to do. And so I stepped out on faith and I actually only applied to OBGYN. And one thing that stuck with me from her was that she actually told me that you're not gonna dual apply. This is for you, this is what you're gonna do, and you're gonna be a great OBGYN. And so from that day forward, in this last year, I just went headstrong into OBGYN and just trying to make the connections that I could so that I could be here before you today and match. I definitely have to thank my letter writers. I won't name you all, but I'm very grateful. I did get a lot of comments on you guys' letters on my interview trail. I definitely have to thank my mom here. She's been the reason why I've had so much grit and determination over the years. She's done a lot with 3 kids. I have 2 brothers and I'm her only daughter. And so I've watched her as a young child just continually beat the odds herself and make it to where she is now. And so she's been in my corner, constantly telling me I can do it. When I wanted to go other paths, something that may have been easier than med school, she wouldn't let me do it. And so, Mom, I really appreciate you, and I thank you. My best friend here, my cousin, I love you. I've called you so many times crying and ranting about everything, from school to just life. My children, I love you guys so much. I hope that you guys, or that I'm doing a great job for you guys and to you guys, and that you eventually bulldoze your own pathway, boys, and, you know, become the best that you can be in whatever it is that you guys choose to do. I love you guys so much. And they have been the reason why I've been able to keep going and move forward. It hasn't been easy. Being a mom in medical school, like I said, people told me from a young age that I wouldn't be able to. I had my oldest when I was a sophomore in college, and I actually had my youngest 2 days after graduating from Georgia State University after walking across the stage. Like I said, I wasn't supposed to be here, but I am. And then my husband, my amazing husband, who's been supporting me this whole time and dealing with probably my craziness in everything that I go through. But this is my village on this stage, and I really, really, really appreciate you. And Dr. Finley, happy birthday. I also can't go without saying thank you to you, because without Dr. Finley and the MSMS program, I wouldn't have probably even been here today either. Dr. Wimes, I love you so much. You've given many encouraging words throughout the years and text me a lot just to check on me. Dr. Shepard, there's so many names and so many people that I could thank, and if I've forgotten your name, I'm so, so sorry. But I'll stop talking now, and I'll let my oldest son tell you guys where I am going to practice obstetrics and gynecology.
My mom matched for Mount Sinai Medical Center in Miami, Florida.
Hong Tran.
Hi, everyone. I just want to thank everyone here at Morehouse that supported me and gave me guidance. Thank you, Dr. Bradley, for answering my countless emails and doing everything she could to get me here. Thank you, Dr. Elks, for meeting with me to go over each individual residency program on my list. Thank you, Dr. Wimes, for looking over my personal statement, and she was also the person that interviewed me and saw my potential when I was applying to medical school. Thank you for all my letter writers, Dr. Crawford, Dr. Okoli, Dr. Muckley, and Dr. El Hamahi. Thank you, Mr. DiMaccardo, for everything you do and always being so accessible to us. I really, really appreciate you. Next, I want to thank my family and friends. Thank you, my mom and dad, for always trying their best. Thank you for my friends Hang, Cindy, and Twee for being here today. Thank you to my grandmother, who unfortunately passed a month before I started medical school, but I know she'd be proud of me, so thank you, but why? And lastly, a special thank you to my sister. She's been my rock through everything. She was the first person in our family to go to college and the first person to get her doctorates. She really paved the way for me. Thank you for being here through all the different stages of my life. I really couldn't have done it without you. I could spend my whole life trying to pay you back and it still wouldn't be enough. Thank you. I love you, Sissy. Oh, and I matched internal medicine at University of Illinois, Chicago.
Next, we have Luis Valdez.
All right, it works. Okay. So first, I want to thank Morehouse for taking me in and just believing in me and just giving me this amazing opportunity to be here today in front of everyone, in front of my parents, in front of my fiance, in front of my brother. I want to thank all my letter writers, Dr. H.C., I see you out there, Dr. El Hamali, Dr. Chambers, and Dr. Healy. And next, I want to thank my parents. You know, they've sacrificed a lot, you know, to give me and my brother a chance at the American dream. And I could not have asked for better role models. And I'm just happy to be here today and feel that I've made them proud. I also want to thank my brother. He's definitely been one of my biggest supporters throughout this whole process. And, you know, he will actually be going through this exact same process in the next year or so, as he will be going to the match in the next cycle. So wish him luck. And last but not least, I want to thank my fiance. You know, she's been my rock through thick and thin. She's my best friend, and she knows exactly how much it means to just tell you guys that I have matched radiology and that I'll be staying here in Atlanta at Emory School of Medicine.
All right. Venetia Waiters.
Okay, so first I want to say thank you to my village who has been here for the long journey that medical school was, the ups and the downs. I know I'm dramatic, I'm a lot, so thank you for being my support system. Thank you to my mom, my sister Paige, my uncle Errol, and also my family at home who's watching, because I know my mom sent it to 100 people on her phone. I watched her. Thank you to my friends also who are at home watching this. I love you guys dearly. Thank you for being my support system through medical school at Well. Thank you to Dr. Finley of the MSMS program, who was my waymaker, who believed in me before I believed in myself. Lastly, I want to thank all of my mentors, especially Dr. Gimble, who breathed life into me and let me know that I could do what I wanted to do. So without a doubt, I'm gonna let my mom announce where I'm going.
To God be the glory. Venetia has matched in neurosurgery, and she will be at Emory University.
Tempest Walker.
Medical school beat me up, y'all. So first and foremost, I want to thank God. I wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't for him. I'm the first physician in my family. 7 years before entering medical school, I prayed to be instilled with a spirit of humility and that I wouldn't lose sight of my faith in God and his purpose for me and the work I'm going to do for others. And he answered that prayer severely. I also prayed for $1 million, but he didn't answer that one as quickly. I want to thank my Bishops Frank and Alma Faniel, and all the prayer warriors of the Lily of the Valley Church of God in Christ. My mom submitted my name to that prayer list many times, so I appreciate you guys for getting on God's nerves for me. I want to thank Morehouse for giving me an opportunity. All of my letter writers, Dr. Demi, Dr. Crawford, Dr. Smith, and Dr. Phillips, the entire MSMS faculty and staff, as well as those mentors that chose to invest their words of wisdom and time in me, and allow me to sit in their office for extended periods of time to vent. Dr. Finley, Dr. Shepard, Dr. Eatman, Dr. Elks, Dr. Wimes, Dr. Amole, Dr. Patrickson, Ms. Devoria, and Ms. Baptiste. I want to thank all of the administrators and faculty that worked in the spirit of excellence and fought for the needs and concerns of the students. Big shout out to Dr. Sutton, Dr. Bradley, Dr. Tyndall, Ms. Smoak, and Mr. DiMaccardo. I want to thank all of my girlfriends, 2 of which are on the stage with me today, for allowing me to vent and for enduring the many stages of my character development. I want to especially thank my parents and family for their sacrifices. My parents endured a lot walking with me in this process, and if it weren't for their humility and sacrifice, I wouldn't be here. I also want to thank my brother for allowing me to stay in his home rent-free when I first moved down. My aunts and uncles for their support, my sisters, one of which is with me today, for her support and encouragement, and my dog Sam, who gave me many side eyes and support during my emotional moments. Finally, last but not least, I'd like to thank my haters for allowing God to use you for my character development. And I'm going to allow my beautiful sister to read where I matched. Oh, you need that.
So we are blessed to announce that Tempest matched, or she's going to be practicing internal medicine, and she matched here in Atlanta at Morehouse School of Medicine.
All right, next we have Valdemar Wani.
Good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, I want to thank God for the opportunity to have gotten me here. It's been a long 4 years coming from New York and settling down in Atlanta, Georgia. I want to thank my wonderful parents who are up here with me. They've provided me with support, love, money, and everything else you could possibly think of. I also want to thank all the friends in New York and all over the country who's watching me right now. My family, my brothers and sisters, especially my sister, Maritza, that told me to give a shout out or else. And my friends and family that I met here at Morehouse, No Child Left Behind, and everyone else who's been on this journey with me, as well as my girlfriend, Guideria Emmanuel, who's not here right now, but she's watching her love too. But without further ado, I'll be matching into emergency medicine at Medical College of Georgia.
All right, Darius Whitmore Carter.
Hey everybody, my heart's beating so fast right now. I want to say thank you to my mom who's watching at home for always being an academic role model to me. My sister as well for the same reason. My best friend from high school, Zach, he's watching, and my best friend from college, Willie's also watching. My best friends from medical school, Lisa, Cabria, and Zach, who have always been supportive, whether it be through a study session or to de-stress, just to go out to eat or have fun, I don't know. I'm a wreck up here. I didn't know this was gonna happen. Thank you to my litter writers, Dr. Cosby, Dr. Barnett, Dr. Feliciano, Dr. Herbert Carter for, in her own words, helping me to think like a doctor. All of my other professors, all of my other preceptors for helping to enrich me. And in the words of Niecy Nash, I would also like to thank me. Even though I look like a traditional candidate on paper, this has been a very hard journey for me to get here. Halfway through college, I came out as gay, and many of my family members were not really in support of that. And I had to take up some more work as I was studying for the MCAT and also carrying a full course load. And I went into that test with a McMuffin, a coffee, an overdrafted bank account, and a dream. And I stand in front of you almost a psychiatrist, matching West Coast, University of Washington, Seattle.
All right. Alexandria Williams.
Make some noise, y'all. We made it. They about to let me be somebody's doctor. That's crazy. So, my stomach is in knots. For y'all that know me, y'all know I've been like throwing up, crying all week for months now. And I just want to thank God for putting me on this path, giving me this calling. As you can see in the picture, this is something, the only thing I've ever wanted to do in my life. And I'm so grateful to have family that supported me for going on 27 years now. My grandfather is up here, my grandmother sitting there, my sister, my father, my Uncle Gary, Uncle Maine, Auntie Stephanie, Auntie Julia, and late Uncle Kindred. I want to thank my mother. She has done so much for me. The sacrifices that she has made for 27 years. And I cannot give her enough. I cannot thank her enough for putting me in this position. I want to thank Team Apollo for getting me through my vulnerable states. There has been many of them over the past 4 years. Thank my classmates for being some of the most amazing people that I've had the pleasure of knowing that have also helped me get through these tough times. I don't only have praying family, but I'm so grateful to have praying friends that are watching at home. They are so invaluable to me, and I love you guys so much. I thank y'all so much. Y'all know I'm from the South. I'm from Atlanta. I've been here my whole life, but it's time for this Georgia peach to go grow somewhere else. And so my grandfather is going to read where I'll be practicing family medicine for the next 3 years.
Good afternoon. By the way, I have a son, a doctor too. All right. He's in South Florida. I'm gonna tell you this before I, but not where she's going. When she was 8 years old, she told her grandmother she could be a doctor. I didn't believe it. My wife didn't believe it. We come home, walk around the house at night, sipping over stuff, blood pressure stuff, pills and stuff. And 25 years later, Dr. Williams. 25 years later, Dr. Williams. She had a dream, she had a goal. Follow your dream, kids, follow your dream. Dr. Williams was going to the University of Virginia.
All right. I had to look around the corner, but we are done with that portion. So no, before you go, I wanted to once again say congratulations to all of our amazing medical students. The future of medicine is indeed bright. Please give them another round of applause. A special thanks to the Atlanta Technical College, our events and marketing teams, and the Match Day Committee, including our dynamic student leaders who made this day possible. Please join us for a reception in the atrium, back near where you entered. All are welcome. Thank you.